And now back to the extreme heat. Today is the hottest day of a week of very hot days. And I'm here with Sentara physician's assistant, Keshia Brown. She's going to talk to us a little bit about heat dangers and heat illnesses. Keshia, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And you work in urgent care.
I do.
I'm wondering, on a day like today with this kind of heat, what are you guys expecting? What are you prepared for, and what do you kind of see?
Absolutely. We see, obviously, people coming in with heat exhaustion. Obviously, we don't want it to lead to a heat stroke where people can develop extremely dehydration symptoms. And so we want to make sure that people stay hydrated. They're drinking water, especially if you're outside in the heat. You want to wear cool, loose-fit clothing. And then, of course, every 15 to 20 minutes, we encourage people to take a break and rehydrate. And if you're really exerting yourself, to make sure that you're pushing back electrolytes into your system.
Yeah, I'm wondering if, when it comes to extreme heat, you know, if you hear that there's going to be a hurricane, there's obvious dangers that you watch out for. Extreme heat, do you guys notice that maybe that's a little bit underrated by people in terms of how dangerous it can be?
Yeah, I think it sneaks up on people. People really don't realize it, so it's important just to maintain your hydration right now, especially in the hot months, to just drink a gallon of water a day if possible. But to look out for symptoms like dizziness. Again, you can feel lightheaded, like you want to pass out. And so, of course, the biggest thing to counter that is to make sure that you remain hydrated.
Yeah, and you've given us a ton of great tips on what we should do. The loose-fitting clothing caught me off guard. That's a great tip. Is there anything specifically to avoid
You do want to try to go out in the earlier part of the day or the later part of the day. You want to try to stay out of the sun in the most, we're going to see the heat in the middle of the day. And so you want to make sure that you are wearing, like I said, the loose-fitting clothing. You can bring you a fan. Anything that helps you to maintain your coolness is very important in this season.
Okay, wonderful. That's great advice. Thanks so much for coming. I know you'll be back at 4:30 with more on how to stay safe. Janet and I have been trying to get some small fans in the studio here. So we're going to use this as even a bigger chance to go ahead and do that. Thank you, Keshia, so much for joining us. And we're going to continue with a little bit of weather coverage now.